This is a Wild Games Production podcast.
To the Palladin Megaverse podcast. I am DM Vince, Palladin Fantasy 1E. I'm not sitting with this week.
Steven playing Seran Allward.
Jakob playing the good Shep.
Geoff playing Victor Liam Brightwood.
David playing old Gnomey.
Corey playing Nova.
So the last...
Torvald.
Oh, yeah. Way to go, Vince!
Wow, that's a first.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this show on the road, all right? Anyway, so the last time we left off, you guys had investigated an incident in town where there was a biting, possibly from what they claimed to be the phantom, or the demon phantom that escaped, that Corey let loose, or Nova let loose.
Oh.
And as you were investigating that, you guys noticed a person in black running, slowly making his way away from the crowd. So you chased him to the House of Grant, and he went in. Well, he disappeared. You didn't know where he went. You went around to the back, looked around, found a secret entrance that went under the house, that went into some weird sewage system that went up to the kitchen of the Grant house. You suspected that he may have gone that way, but you're not sure. As you investigated around, you found a book that teleported you to the stable. Looked around the stable for a while, could not find the individual, so you went back to the house and then went up and spied on Master Grant talking to Mistress Kiana. You guys had only figured out that Mistress Kiana was there, and they talked about some ceremony happening in a few days at 8:30 at night. And oh yeah, that's right. David, his character, old Gnomey, found a chute that he went down into the sewers, but then Geoff decided to light it on fire and blew David out the chute.
Lord Lee did.
Yeah, whatever. Geoff did. That was a Geoff move because Lord Lee would have never done that. And
Lord Lee would definitely have done
David sustained a lot of damage, and he, may have conflicted some things, like an insanity.
Yeah.
And as you guys were listening to Master Grant and you found out some information, David decided to sabotage the situation based on one of his insanities and run down the stairs as if he was at home alone with his hands in the air. And everybody ran out of the house as Master Grant chased them down trying to figure out what the sound was, but he did not find them. So once he went, must have been one of the servants just falling into the sewer and dying, is I think what he said at the end. That was it. You guys were kind of skulking around the sewage system there, and that's where we left off. Now, if I remember correctly, Jakob was in his room. He was studying the book because his character had to leave, not his character.
Yeah.
And and Rick was with Will practicing sword fighting.
Oh, jeez.
You missed all those jokes the last time of you guys in the bushes sword fighting. So.
Oh, yeah. There were a lot of bad jokes.
Yeah.
A lot.
When aren't there?
Well, that's what happens when you miss the game session.
Exactly.
Yep. So I'll leave it there. We'll leave it. So you guys, so it was Lee, Nova, Gnomey, and Seran. You ran to the top of the steps out of the sewage system in the back of Grant's house, and you're standing there. Then then Gnomey notices it's a little bit cold. So leave it there.
Well,
Yeah, Nova. You got my armor.
No, I dropped it when we had to run after you screamed and attracted Grant.
Well,
I'm sure it's
probably
still
best
there.
just to get new armor, though.
Yeah, that's going to be covered in sewer water because I'm pretty sure I just tossed it into the sewage. So.
we're going to have to get it.
Good looking out there, I guess.
I agree. Any groundskeeper will find that armor and associate somebody crawled through the sewers onto the master's estate there.
And not just a servant, because a servant wouldn't have a set of armor.
If you'd like to go back and
It
get
doesn't
feel
help
free.
that my armor's monogrammed.
You're right, that does not help at all.
Well, maybe next time don't scream and attract the attention of the Lord.
Oh shit!
Why
Just
did
don't
you
drop
do
my
that?
armor. I don't know. I mean, I got blown up. All right.
Well,
It's
gentlemen,
fine.
Let's instead of arguing here. Let's
Just
go get
run
his
back
armor.
and grab it. I'll wait here. I'm not going to go digging through the sewers.
I just realized that that David's armor's character's anagram is OG for it. So
Old Gnome, yeah.
he's the OG. He's the original gangster of thieves.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He really is.
So you're gonna go back into the sewage, David, and try to find your armor in that mess down there.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we'll help. I will. Lord Lee will help him too.
Okay.
No torches.
I will stand watch at the entrance back here. Seran, you join me.
I might as well. The only other thing I can think of is go check on the attack scene and see if anything else has popped up around there.
Yeah.
Sarah, why don't you come help us? And Nova, why don't you go tell the rest of the team what happened?
I was going to wait for you guys to grab his armor and then we can all go together.
Yeah, Jeff, why are you
Or-
splitting the party?
I was like, you're splitting it like already.
Because we could use Saren's eyes as to help us, because he could see in the dark.
So how about it, Seran? You want to go trudge around in the sewer?
No.
There you go. Have
It's
fun,
all right.
Lord
I
Lee.
can see in
That
the
worked
dark.
out
No
well.
problem.
And Nova's useless anyway, so.
Ouch.
Man.
Right now, I think we're all feeling rather useless, so hurry up, get the armor, we'll wait here.
I'm not.
Not speaking to
You're
you
not
in
here.
corporeal
You're
form.
not here.
I know I'm not
That
here.
voice in my head. You're not here.
No, old Gnome, go get
Whatever.
the armor, we'll wait.
Alrighty. Pitter patter, pitter patter.
No, Lee follows
Seran.
behind.
All right,
I was
just
thinking. Oh yeah, go ahead.
just give me a couple D20 rolls to see if you find it. We're not going to play it out. You actually looking through the sewer. That's kind of just
All right, so I swim down deep.
no.
You find a
Well,
giant
down deep
turd.
is like 3 feet for him.
I get scared, inhale a bit. Got a 17 and a 12. Want more?
no, Jeff.
Hold on. Give me a second.
1, 2, 3.
Yes,
4.
thanks. I got a 19. A 14 and a 5, excuse me.
All right, David, you successfully find your armor.
Hey, there it is.
Covered in
Loudly, he
sewage.
says.
Yeah.
Why are you all of a
All
sudden?
right,
wondering-
let's go.
Well, I mean, he's like a small child, so his loud voice is like very quiet, even high pitched and quiet,
Well, even with your screaming, David, no one notices you. You're fine.
or cares.
Gee,
You
won't
might
that
want to
servant
see the
just-
healer about possible, what is it, tinnitus? The ringing in the ear? Maybe that's why he's speaking so loud.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Oh, no, that's just my natural voice.
And you're a rogue by profession.
Oh, yeah.
Wonders never cease.
Would you
Let's
at
go.
least
I
put
can,
on
always,
your?
I can always just be quiet later, but, you know, it's what that guy's not going to hear me. It'll be fine.
Could you at least
I'm a
put?
professional,
Yeah.
remember?
They'll never see him coming.
You're talking to
All
a
right.
disembodied voice again.
Yes.
What's all right, so
We're already back. That's what it is.
I think at some point we need to come back and interview everybody in this house because somebody came into this house. The person who bit the child entered this house through the sewage. So it's got to be somebody here.
Well, we also know which way they're coming in and out of the house, so we can actually keep an eye on the door.
That is true.
Why don't we report it to the guildmaster and have the professionals look into this?
Seems like a
All
smart
right.
idea to me.
Okay, so where do you guys head? To
To the guild hall.
you head
Nomi,
back
would
to
you please put your armor on?
This thing's disgusting. I got to wash it off first.
You're disgusting.
Exactly.
Okay.
Once I find a pond, I'll hop in and we'll be all good.
There's not a pond, but
Where's
there's a
the
lot of
nearest pond?
bathtubs.
Yeah, you would basically just go take a bath at the guild hall.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to traipse through the guild hall all covered in sewage. Be dripping it
The
everywhere.
baths would be outside. They
There
would
seems
not
to be a fountain in
inside.
front of the town hall.
That's a horrible guild hall.
I mean,
don't
yeah, you
even get
could
a
go.
warm bath.
You could go to the town hall, which there seems to be a fountain in front of it, if you'd like.
Yeah, you can bathe.
Yeah, I'll
in
do
the
that.
Public fountain.
If I may make a recommendation, just find a horse trough and jump and wash yourself in that.
There's a couple
But then we're gonna
couple
get
of
Yeah,
a horse
barrels.
deal.
sick. We don't want
you
to
can
do
pour
that.
the water out afterwards.
Yeah, there's a couple barrels by the incident thing going on over there. You can dump in those
Plus-
if you want.
There's probably a trough inside the stable.
Yeah, it's taking way too long. I toss
would
the
go
gnome
to
in the
center
nearest
account.
water if he does
So
not.
we're gonna spend half this episode.
Yeah, I mean, we're
figuring
going to
out
spend at least
where to wash
15,
the
20
water.
minutes
Which
arguing which
I mean-
pond.
Would you successfully clean your armor? Don't you have
This water's too cold.
Do you have to be successful in cleaning your armor?
No.
Don't
Hang
you have
on,
a-
we can't save the kids. We gotta figure out which water we're gonna use.
You have a neurosis against success, so you can't successfully clean your armor. Sorry.
As I enter the guild hall while ignoring the.
The guild hall is exceptionally quiet at this time of night. There is no one really around. There may be like a person or two having a lone drink by themselves at one of the table. Ilara is nowhere to be seen. You probably think she's off shift at this time.
Let's find Shep and report what we didn't find. And the
Agreed.
So you head up to your room area, which everybody has their own little private room areas, and you go to Shep's room. His door's locked and with a little "Do Not Disturb" sign on it. I guess I don't know.
And
Shave and a
snoring from
haircut.
behind the
Yeah,
door.
That's right.
I tap shave and a haircut on the door.
Come on in. Come on in.
You enter his room. It's a very fancy looking room with various symbols of his. I would guess of your religion, right, Jake?
Yeah, you can see that there.
Is there going to be any things of you painted there as well because of the way you
No.
are? No.
Just the symbol.
See a Baroque painting of him on the wall.
Yeah.
do any of those
You carry
symbols
that
match,
everywhere?
Do any of those symbols match the temple we just left? Since he seemed to know so much about it, any of it seems familiar.
Similar. There is a similar symbol to what you saw, but it's not exactly the same.
Come on in, everybody.
If you have any religious background or religious skills or anything, Stephen?
Checking.
Plant farm
Yes,
lore.
religious doctrines.
Okay, so basically you know with the Dragonrite cult, there is two sects to the cult. There's the one that's the evil one, and then there's the one that's a semi-good one. But this third one, you've never seen this variation of it. It seems to be new. At least to your eyes.
What did you find in the book, Shep?
That's what I need to talk to you all about. Been going through this, and I've determined that the plan is very far along here. Like, the leaders of this town are not the actual leaders, they're cult members.
Right. Which one?
Didn't y'all just go talk to the leader of this town about everything that we found out?
Yes, so that is a problem, but they don't know everything.
Question. If the leaders of this town have their own religion, is this religion illegal?
Hang on a second, what are you saying here exactly?
I mean, if it's an established religion and the majority of the people here already worship it, are we the baddies?
That's a good
you know,
question.
we just come in and like start killing all the Catholics. It's like, curse you. It's like, well, they're already established.
Well,
I mean, from what I can tell, the original people of this town do not subscribe to this cult. But they've basically replaced key figures in the town and they've taken away the children to be brainwashed.
okay. See, so it is a bad cult. All right.
Well, did they
Yeah.
forcefully replace them, or did people, elect new leaders that just happened to be of a different religion than them?
From what I can tell, they were forcefully placed.
Okay.
Boom. Conscience is clear.
So we need to be very
kill
careful
whoever
about
we
what
need.
else we share, and we should even tell them something to lead them off the trail.
I suspected that they would be infiltrated, but I didn't think all of the leaders of the town.
I didn't think so either, but here we are.
Do we have a list of the town leaders?
Do I have a listing of who was replaced, Vince? And there.
No,
Or is
you
it
do not
just
have a
key
listing of
figures?
who was replaced. You just know that their key figures were being replaced.
Okay. So yeah,
He's-
I don't know. I don't know exactly then.
But do we have a list of the
You
leaders?
literally said all of the leaders.
Yes, because
Well-
as far as we know, it could be all of the leaders. So if we
I
have
see.
a list of all the leaders,
At least select leaders.
That's not
Okay.
very helpful. Thank you.
awesome.
I mean, it's what I got. I can't tell you even everything that's in their plan.
Well, the only thing I'm curious about is I don't believe the guildmaster here would be in on the cult solely because why would they send us to investigate the temple where we found all this information if they're trying to keep it secret?
I guess
I
the
don't-
question is, how can we make sure that these guild leaders are the same ones that they've had for a while?
Check the records.
I mean, the guild leader might want his artifacts back. But I don't even know what they did with the artifacts. They just
That's a
took
good
it from him.
question. Maybe they were having us recover them so they can move them over to the new place.
Yes.
That is a possibility. We gotta look
But
into.
why involve anyone not part of their religion in
Well,
recovering it?
Because we're the new people and we don't
didn't know
anything about this
anything.
town.
Yeah, we could go in, and if we die from the traps, we could bring back whatever they wanted, and it wouldn't matter, you know.
If we
That'd be
died, it didn't matter. And if we brought back stuff, then they can just take it to the new place. I think it makes perfect sense. So we definitely have to suspect the guild masters here.
So we need
I mean,
that's
if it was
lore
their
worship.
thing, they wouldn't have to worry about the traps. They know where the traps are. They know exactly where their old stuff is. They just waltz in and get it.
But they may not have been able to disable them. Like those statues
may
that
not
came
have
to
known
life
exactly.
and attacked us, they might have not been able to stop that. Or
So
the
what are the
skeletons.
options here? Gentlemen, what are the options? Do we just leave town, find a new guild representative, etc.? Or do we
Well,
slaughter
that sounds
everybody
like the
who
smart thing.
or do we just kill every, person of leadership role in this village?
Well,
Uh,
as
We're
an
not going to do a
alternative,
coup. No coups,
on.
okay?
as an alternative, what we could do is lead them to believe that we've been called on other business, and meanwhile we can try and infiltrate this underground area that I believe they're keeping the kids at.
I don't know, it actually makes sense. We infiltrate, find them all in one location.
And
then
we
just
may
take
even
them.
find the townsfolk that are there.
All right. So where's their new base at?
Under the tree and that weird question, like make
Yeah,
it laugh
That ceremony that's taking place.
or make it smile. I forget what it was.
It was,
Were
yeah,
free.
it was like, remember, make it laugh, something like that. Hang on, let me look at my journal.
Oh, that's
remember,
right. I can add
make
information
it
to the
laugh.
journal. Okay.
Yes, you
Yeah.
could straight up add stuff.
Did you see
yes.
that message I sent to you, Corey, by the way? In chat in Foundry.
In Foundry? Oh, I wasn't looking at Foundry. Hold on.
I'm just curious if that worked. That's all.
Yes, I can see this.
Okay. Then I could send private messages to people. That's all I was wondering.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's that hillside right there. There's an arrow going into it, and then it says, "Remember, make it laugh."
So
Yeah.
put on a stand-up
Yeah.
routine. All
Where
right,
you are.
Gnome, you're up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
did
if the-
anybody
if-
go and get Rick?
Nobody
yet.
did.
Perhaps we need
Oh.
Lord Lee here, or not Lord Lee.
I'm right
Other
here.
Lord Torvald here.
Is he done sword fighting?
You didn't know that. You weren't there.
Maybe he
No, I
was.
think I heard
He-
this.
He heard the ruckus through the walls.
No, wait, I was there because, like,
Oh
yeah, this started in
there
the
for the
first
sword
episode where I
fight,
was
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Anyway,
Or was
but
he still sword fighting with
I
young
go
men.
and grab Lord Torvald. Say, you need to be here. This is important.
We should at least ask
Okay, then.
Laura where the
Laura's not
artifacts
around.
went to, because she's considered not a leader, so they wouldn't have replaced her yet.
Maybe, but anybody here particularly good at schmoozing?
Yes.
Torvald
yeah.
is
Torvald, that's right. Torvald's our unofficial leader.
unofficial schmoozer.
All right, let's see if we can find Alora then.
What time of day is it? What
It's
time of night is it?
right now. It's close to 11 p.m.
Hell.
Oh yeah, and are we just gonna completely forget about the whole biting thing?
You did.
I said I wanted to head over there originally,
right.
but we all got sidetracked.
Well,
I wanted to see if town guards or something found anything of merit.
all right. Well, let's make it easy on Vince. Let's split the party, right?
I don't care. Jake, I left you a message on Discord for some more information.
Okay.
So, Seran, you and I will go back to the incident location, see if we can find anything, and if the rest of the gang can find Alora and get some info out of her.
Shep will
Particularly-
lead that one.
Yes, it's like either Shep or Lord Torvald. They both are good with words.
But something else I should tell you. I've been
My character's
going
good
over
with
this,
words.
been going over the stuff in detail. I suspect those key figures that have been replaced by changelings.
Changelings. How would
So-
one figure out who's a changeling then?
I think changelings have different colored blood, don't they?
I don't
So
know.
we just go around cutting people's arms open until
Yeah.
we find them.
No, it's something to know that if you just be, oh, I'm so sorry, you scratch someone or something, you can tell.
That's a hell of a scratch, Corey. It's like
No, you're just juggling your daggers and whoops.
Dude, I cut myself all the time with my nails.
Okay.
Cut your
nails.
They're
Yeah.
not that long. They're fine.
gross. All right, so who's going where?
Real quick, do changelings, are they allergic to anything like some beast, silver, or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of offhand. I'd have to look in the book.
Would that be demon lore?
Well, no,
that'd be
they're not
adventure.
demons, so
All right, fine.
Wow. Someone's
I'm
labeling.
just trying to see if I know anything about them. I don't know anything then.
nah. You guys probably wouldn't know much about changelings, so
Other than they exist.
Yeah, fairy lore or something maybe.
Oh yeah, fairy lore. They'd be fairy.
they'd be fairy.
Probably.
I don't
just
think
guessing,
so.
All right, who's going where?
Steven and I are going to the biting incident, and as far as I know, everyone else is looking for Alora.
Well, it's not
Gnomey's
hard to
going to
find a
Brew.
Laura. All you have to do is just go talk to the attendant at the desk right now.
There's no one at the desk.
If you were paying attention, you would have heard.
Yeah,
that.
you weren't paying attention. He said nobody was around.
Wait, but there should be somebody there. Even at night,
There's a few
show
people
up.
drinking at the bar, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So maybe
that's
ask the
the-
barkeep.
Yep.
Okay, so you go up to the barkeep. Oh yeah, she retired for the evening. Everybody has to sleep. She said. He says, "Excuse me. Can I get you a
What
drink?"
time is it, by
or
the way?
what?
What time is it?
11 p.m.
Midnight.
11 o'clock at night.
11,
Okay.
yeah.
Clock
I
is right
missed
up there, sir.
Fuck you.
Wow.
uh,
I don't know if you heard me, Vince. Gnomey's going to see Rue.
Okay. I'll have to separate the separate chats. So hold on a moment.
Yes.
Are you guys done with the bartender or what? What's
no, we ask her. We ask, is it him?
yeah, him. Hmm.
We ask him. We were wondering where they put the artifacts, and would he know if Alora would know where they put them?
Put the artifacts that what you
Yeah, the
recovered.
artifacts- Yeah.
They put them in the guild vault.
No, we're not planning a bank heist. Stop.
No,
Well,
he
I
just said
wasn't-
they put them in the vault.
Yeah, well, I wasn't suggesting we do that, but we do need to get access to them. And if we can talk to Laura,
You have to
We
wait
need to
till
figure
tomorrow
out-
morning, unfortunately.
okay.
I mean, people got to
Well, at
sleep.
least we know.
Is there an emergency?
Well, with what's happening around town, we might have some information about what's going on with the children, and so we need to know where those artifacts are, so we can kind of.
What are you exactly trying to find in the artifacts that you think you're going to find?
We're just trying to figure out if they were all placed in there or they were taken out and placed somewhere else.
Oh, so you want proof of it is what you're trying to find then.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, well, nobody's going to open up the vault for you right now.
What,
Yeah.
you don't have a key?
No, I do
What?
not have a key.
Untrustworthy barking. Anyway, okay, so we
Whoa.
have. Hey, I didn't say that out loud,
Okay.
Sounded like
so you didn't hear it.
Sounded like you did, so.
No, I didn't. He muddled it. Okay. Well, thank you very much. So we'll have to wait till tomorrow, or I don't think she'll be up to opening up the vault tonight.
No, because she's probably first going to get insulted that you're thinking that they stole it or something happened to it, because that's the first thing I would think of if I was an owner of some place and you're like, I need to see it. It's like, do you think I stole it?
I didn't think she stole it. I just want to make sure that they're.
Wow.
Someone might have stolen it while they weren't there.
Good
happened.
point. But no, he says that she's not around. She won't be home until the morning. I mean, won't be back until the morning. She's asleep.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Well,
not
I
that
got-
hard to find her, but obviously she's in
Since-
her room, so.
So someone speaking up. I guess that's all the information Lord Lee's going to get. And so he turns around and walks out. He thanks the barkeep for his assistance and pays him a gold.
I thought Lord Torvald was going to spearhead that conversation.
Yeah.
No, Lord Torvald went with the incident.
No, he didn't. He went with you.
Well, I'm glad he stepped up and said something.
It's like
You just started speaking. You started talking, so I'm like, well, it's going to ask all the questions I was going to ask, so okay.
Did you want to ask something, Lord Torvald?
No, you're doing a fine job.
Thank you. Well, that's all the
Good
answers
lie.
I'm
Good
going. I'm sufficient. I'm happy with. How about you?
Sure, okay.
Okay.
One of the most awkward bar
Yeah.
conversations
Weird
I've
as
ever heard.
okay.
All right. So Lord Lee heads out and goes back to his room. I'll tell the guys in the morning.
Oh, before you go, where was this incident you were speaking of?
Lord Lee kind of gives him verbal directions where the incident was.
Lord Lee points in a random direction.
Lord Lee says, "Go down the main street. It's past the blacksmith house. It's between the blacksmith house and that the building on the outskirts, to the south of it."
Okay.
Close enough.
Okay, so who's now at
Awesome.
the incident?
Me and Steven.
Okay.
The incident and me, right?
Oh,
yeah,
did you
might as
come?
well.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, as you get closer, you can see that there is nothing really going on at this point. The guards have cleared out the area. There are a couple guards there, kind of just pushing people along. Nothing happened here. Nothing happened. Let me.
Still Gawker's at 11 o'clock at night.
Well, I mean, it really essentially only happened maybe an hour ago. So
Yeah, it has actually been that long.
let's see here. There was. There is one guy who stands out. He's pretty much giving them all orders. I'll give you what he looks like. There's this gentleman right here. He seems to be
Wow.
like in charge of the guards,
Looks like a Game of Thrones character.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's just barking off orders and like, yes, sir, yes, captain, yes, sir. Yeah, and then the guards are pushing people along and everything, and then he seems to see you and says, get those people out of here. And the guards come over, all right, you need to move along.
Oh, we are with the guild. We're investigating the incident.
I have it from here, young man. You can go back to your or young woman or man or I'm sorry, I can't tell. No, I'm kidding. Young adventurer, I have it here. Let the real people take care of this.
The real people, huh?
He looks at you, Shep. He just gives
Yeah.
you a really good look up and down, and he goes, "And who might you be, sir?"
I'm just a humble shepherd. And you are?
Captain Quinn.
While this
Captain
conversation's
Quinn.
happening, I'm
Very
sneaking
good to
around
meet you.
him.
Roll your prowl.
4. Fuck yeah. That's
Hmm.
good.
Okay.
What is your pro?
16, so that's a success.
Yeah, it's a big success for him.
Yeah.
All right, you seem to sneak around him while Shep is talking to him. What exactly are you planning
Engaging
on
him.
doing?
I'm just going to the incident to see if there's anything they missed cleaned up wise. you
No,
know.
actually, the child is gone. There's just a blood stain on the ground, from what you could see, and he's just basically shuffling people along until they can cover it with dirt.
You said there was one person that was noticeably distinct, and that's the captain of the guard. But I'm looking around. Is there any civilians looking from a distance or anything like that?
At this point, no, because the guards have shuffled everybody away. Anybody that kind of stops, they're like, "Move on, move on."
Nothing to see here.
Yeah,
Brr.
pretty
I mean, like
much.
something from a distance, like anybody looking from a window or an alleyway. Anybody looking suspicious.
No, you don't notice anybody suspicious, though it is kind of dark. I mean, you probably could. No, you don't notice anybody obvious, I should say.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yes, an unobvious person is standing there staring at you right now.
Don't worry, guys. I'm unobvious.
Yeah, you can't see me right now. Is
But I'm
John
here.
Cena's actually standing there going like this, and you guys just don't see him.
Yeah,
Well,
we don't.
that's how it works with
No.
John.
You were having a conversation with him, Jake?
Yeah. So, just what happened here, sir?
He just
Hello?
looks at you for a moment, and he's just like, "Well, apparently a child was bitten by some type of animal. The animal was taken down. We had
Ooh, that's info.
the
What
animal
kind
was.
of animal was it?
He said it was. He says it's a giant fox. Yeah, the child suffered a fox bite. The guards rounded up the fox and killed it. We are actually going to. Well, they don't have any forensics, so
I was going to say, no, it's like,
Take it to the
I looked
CSI
around,
lab.
yeah.
I found nothing. I just walk up behind him and just be like, just listen in, because there's nothing there.
Is the child dead?
No, the child is recovering. He is in the Guildhall Hospital at the moment, or recovery room, I should say. He is being patched up by our local healer. He should recover.
Who told you it was a fox? Just curious.
Oh, where'd you come from?
Yeah, he spins
Yeah,
around.
I'm behind him, just like, who told you it was a
He
fox?
spins around in one move, and he has his sword right in your face.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! None of that. We don't need
What?
none of that.
I'm right here. What are you talking
He
about?
pulls the sword away and goes, I apologize. You had startled me, and, military man. So
It's okay. I startle a lot.
now please
but
leave
who-
the scene.
I am, but can't you see me walking up? But just out of curiosity, who told you it was a fox?
My guards.
Or who saw the fox? I should rephrase that. I'm sorry.
One of my guards. He
Which
points.
one?
He looked. He says, "John." And the guard comes over. Yes, sir. He goes, "These gentlemen were curious. You said you saw a fox, and that's we had. Yeah, it was a fox. It was running away from the scene."
Which way did it run?
He says he was heading towards. And he points towards Master Grant's house.
Do we remember if we saw this guard when the incident happened?
There were no guards there.
Yeah, there were no
Yes.
guards at all. Well, there were nobody in uniform.
I was gonna say there was no actual official police presence when we got there. It was all civilians around him.
I'll
Yeah.
ask then. And you saw the incident with the fox?
I saw the fox running away after the mother was screaming.
And when you say giant fox, are we talking the size of a dog or?
It was like the size
Bigger.
of 2 dogs,
Hmm.
like a dire
It breathes
fox.
fire.
And just
trench
curious, were you on duty when you saw this?
He looks at the captain, and the captain looks at him, and he nods like that, and he goes, "No, I just recently came out of the tavern, and I was off duty. I was having a few drinks, and
Hmm. Okay.
I wasn't officially on duty, but."
Okay. Well, thank
Thank you very much for your help.
Yes, you've been very helpful. Thank you. And we will move along now, Captain. Sorry to disturb you.
He nods. Have a nice evening, sir.
Yeah, I didn't tell him my name.
He said sir.
So,
So y'all want to go over to the guild hall and
well, Seran, as we're far
Yes.
enough away they can't hear us. So do you think that guard was either told to lie, or we're walking away from them?
The cards are following you like this, with their hand
No,
in their
do
ear.
you think that guard was either told to lie, or that he just was really drunk and didn't know what happened?
He looked at the captain for permission. I'd say the captain's in on it.
Yeah, I would too. Good assessment. All right. Well, back to the guild hall. We need to talk to that child.
Okay, so back to old Gnomey, who's frozen, walking up the steps.
Whoop. Patter, pitter, patter.
Yeah, pitter patter, pitter patter. You get to Rue's room. It is. She's there. She's meditating in the middle of the room, peacefully. And as soon as you walk in, and I would assume you're kind of respectful when you see that, and she just opens her eyes. Says, "How can I help you?"
Need another
I
massage.
am in need of some healing again. A little worse off than last time.
Oh, I see.
Got a little too toasty.
Oh, I see. I see you got some burn marks on you as well.
And a tan.
And sewage.
No switch.
No, sir. Who are you talking to?
No, I just don't mind that. Anyway, I need some healing.
Annoying voice.
Yeah, she says, "Lay here on this bed, and I'll get some ointment for you. Hold on a moment." So when you lay down in the bed, David, you see the bed that's next to you. There's a curtain in front of it, and you can tell that there's someone laying on the bed next to you. You hear them actually breathing heavily.
Hey, what are you in for?
Huh? It sounds like a child. Mommy?
No, mommy here. Just old Gnomey. How you doing over there?
Man bit me.
A man bit you. Oh, were you that kid that got bit in the square?
He doesn't respond.
I'll open up the curtain and look at him.
You see,
He died.
yeah. You see him laying there, and he's basically, his eyes are closed. He's breathing really heavy. He has a patch on his neck, like as if she tried to patch it up and, cover a wound.
Mm-hmm.
What? No mystic massage?
It's not always
Doesn't work
erotic,
with
Corey. Fucking Corey. So yeah. What were we saying, Dave?
With the no, it's just I was gonna try to see if there's something that I could do to like kind of check him out myself, but I don't really have anything.
Okay.
Don't be like that. Yeah, so it's just the bite on his neck. No other injuries that I can see.
Yeah, no other injuries, just that one bite. And you hear footsteps coming as you're looking him over, and you see it's really.
Can I quickly kind of pull the patch back and look at it and then put it back?
Yeah,
before they get
because
here?
it's
Rip off the band-aid.
Rip out the band,
Well-
just get squirt with blood.
it's not really a bandage. Just what are they? Those salves, those like leaves and stuff like that they use actually to
Okay,
put on wounds. Yeah, so you lift it up.
Poultice?
What was that?
Poultice?
Poultice.
Yeah, poultice. Thank you. You lift it up. You can actually see like a bite mark on his neck, but it looks weird to you.
Okay. Weird how? What makes it weird?
Look, it's like it comes from a fox.
No, so it looks it looks like a human bite as opposed to being like you would think it'd be an animal bite or something. Like you can actually see the outline of teeth and stuff like that. So that's why you're like, huh?
Okay. So definitely not an animal. We were right in chasing the man in the cloak. Or woman.
I don't know who you're talking
okay.
to, but okay. Are you talking to someone, dear?
Head.
He's breaking the fourth
Don't worry
wall.
about it.
Yeah, it's
There was
this voice
there
here.
was no
yeah, there's a
Minnesotan
voice.
accent.
Right.
It was his
so
internal
I'll
monologue.
hop back on the bed. Put the shit back on him. And then hop
Shit
back
on
on
him?
bed.
So you shit on him. Okay, I got it.
Putting the
Yeah.
shit back on.
I just wiped some out from under my armpit, slap it on there. That'll help you.
Make it grow big and tall, just like me, old Gnomey.
He has an allergic reaction. That's why she didn't put it on him originally.
Yeah. All right, so then you're done with that. You hop back into your bed. She's coming around the corner basically, and she says, "All right, here, let me just put some get this together for you. You'll probably be in here for a couple hours recovering. I suggest you go to sleep for the night. And the morning time you should feel as good as new, aka your hit points will be healed.
Okay. So,
But I don't recommend
going
you
on?
get up and exert yourself with these things on you because it could have some side effects. This is strong medication.
Successfully work. They must
Okay.
stay on you.
I will. No promises. I'll try my best to sleep here. But yeah.
All right, because I mean, if you
I'll-
get up and start walking around, I'm not responsible for what happens to you.
What
Go
could
on.
be happening to me?
Well, I
Supposed
mean,
to have like a little spiel at the end of your sentence of really fast talking about the side effects that could happen.
she says no, but I mean, you could possibly go insane from this. I mean, if you overexert yourself and get in a situation, that you start sweating and
supplies make you go insane.
It's like that quick. It's like that quick talk at the end of
Nobody ever got
pharmaceutical-
addicted to morphine.
Right?
Yeah, but that doesn't make you go insane if you stand up after you had some.
Magic morphine.
All right. Any news about the little fella over there?
she says, "Oh, he'll be fine. He just needs to be patched up and rest. That's all. I need to keep that POTUS. But you said POTUS, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That POTUS on
Poultice.
him. What?
Poultice.
Poultice.
There's a
excuse
L.
me.
POTUS is the
Poultice.
president.
Yes, POTUS is
the-
president. Sorry. Poultice. We don't need to keep the president on him. We need to keep the poultice on him. For 24 hours so he can heal. We shouldn't take it off. So
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Any news about what happened to him?
as far as I know, the guards were saying that a fox bit him.
Yep.
And
bit
what do
him
you
on the
think?
neck.
She says, "I don't judge. I just heal."
Yeah, but you have medical knowledge.
I have no medical knowledge, nor do I care. I'm just here.
Yes,
I'm
I
just here to
don't know
heal.
anything and don't give a shit.
I'm just
gonna heal you.
I just heal. She says, "I don't judge." She says, I let the guards do their work.
Okay, that's what they said, but in your professional opinion, do you think a fox bit him?
Why do you keep arguing with me every time you come in here, good sir? This is the second time you've argued with her.
I'm not arguing. I'm just
Are you
asking in your
arguing? You're not
professional
arguing? Are
opinion.
you arguing the fact that you're not arguing with me?
Yeah.
He's
I
probing for
maybe.
questions.
I am now arguing because you accuse me of it. I'm just having a conversation here. If
As he
anyone that
stands up
asks
and
you a
starts walking
question is
around.
arguing with you, that's something you really need to look inside yourself and ask why.
David really
Oh.
pulls off a believable Minnesotian for some reason.
Well, he's a gnome.
A Nomasodian. There you go.
There you go.
Yes.
Noma Soda. That's where I'm from.
She says, in my personal opinion, it's an animal, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I was
Now,
asking.
do you want this treatment or not?
Yes, please.
Lay down, close your eyes, and shut up.
Alrighty.
When do we arrive? We arrive soon, I hope.
No, let us keep going.
Well, like we're going straight towards the medical bay because that's where the guard told us
You,
the
you
kid was.
busy?
David, go ahead and give me a D20 roll and save versus poison.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh.
thought.
I was about to say I want to kind of eyeball what she does because I have recognized poison, but okay. But I did already roll. It's an 18. I think that's good. Yeah, +6. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
secure.
It wasn't actually poison. I'm just rolling to see if it knocked you out. That's all.
Okay.
Like since you have recognized poison, and I know you do, you can tell that there was nothing poisonous about it, but there is something that might have knocked you out.
Okay.
Successfully knocked you out.
Her not knowing the difference between a human and foxbite is a little strange.
She might know the difference. She just doesn't care.
Or
Yeah.
she might
Yeah.
be one of them.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Everybody's
Rue.
yeah.
Hurt.
Oh come on, her name is Ruthora, not Rupert.
Right.
Her name is Ruthora Pertam, you know?
Shh. Just
Say as you enter the door.
If she's not Rupert now, she will be here in a little while. The way things are going.
You're turning her
There's
into
a knock
Rupert.
at the door.
She's like, "Oh, okay, little young man. I need to attend to some other customers. So why don't you lay here and relax, close your eyes, enjoy the music, and I'll be right back."
Where the music? What music?
Where's the
whistling.
band?
She's whistling.
You don't hear any music when she says that, but she closes the curtain around your bed.
Okay.
You get a sense that she's a little bit crazy herself. So anyway,
Using too much of her medication.
she opens the door and she says, "Oh, more clients. Yes. How can I help you?"
We hear that you're treating the child who was attacked in the incident.
Yes, he's sleeping right now. How can I help you? Are you family?
No, but we're investigating.
No.
But we're investigating the incident on behalf of the guild.
He looked around because he was this close to saying yes. I can tell.
Well, see, my alignment lets me lie, but it not now. So, no, we're investigating the incident on behalf of the guild, and we do need to speak with him. But if he's resting, if we could just see him to make sure he's okay.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can show you him, but you cannot touch him,
No.
and
No,
he
no,
is
no,
not
no. Just-
conscious.
Yeah. No, we just need to make sure he's alive, basically.
Okay, you. She says yes. You may come in alone. That's it.
Just you.
Just me.
Okay.
Okay.
She says one of you because I don't want too many people in here at once. So she's not singling
I'll
you
go.
out, Corey. So she just one of
Yeah,
you
no,
may
no.
come in at a time.
I'll go. I will just go check on him. Just
Okay. She says, "Now the rest of you, I need you to wait out here." She keeps the door open so you can see him. And Nova, she leads you over to a curtainy area. She pulls open the curtain. There he is. He's resting.
I can see he's breathing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's breathing. He has the medication patch on his neck. You could see.
I have medical diagnosis. Can I tell if she did it right or if it's bad or anything?
Yeah. You can give it a roll if you wanna.
Just to see. All right. Let's see. 24. That's under.
Okay. I mean, from the distance, you could say it looks like she did it correctly. Though
Okay, and
it's a weird method, though. You're like, You suspect that she might be a shaman.
well, if she's using a poultice, yeah, that would probably.
Yeah, you suspect that she's probably a shaman, or at least using shamanistic methods for healing.
Okay, and I'm going to very quietly ask her, just be like, so he's doing okay. Did he say anything to you when he came in?
He just mostly mumbled he wanted his mother. That's all.
Has his mother been by here?
Yes, she has been, but I told her to go home to rest, and she did.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure I hear a gnome snoring on the other side of this curtain over here.
You hear nothing.
No, Corey.
He actually says that.
You do not know there's a gnome there snoring.
Like he's
Not
loud as
sleeping, just
hell.
listening at what's going on.
I mean, you could
I was waiting for Rue to leave him alone.
you know that he was going here because he said, Did you say,
Yeah.
David? I don't remember.
Well, yeah, he said he was going to.
I assume I would have.
Yeah.
I thought that Corey even suggested that to him.
All right, you remember that he went here, but looking around, you don't see him, so you assume he was here and left, or whatever.
Well, do you mind if one of us keeps guard outside the door, just in case?
Not at all. I mean, yeah, but I usually sleep here to make sure my patients are fine.
Just additional protection because he is a witness in an incident. We just want to make sure everything's okay.
A witness for a fox biting? She looks at you kind of weird.
So you think it was a fox biting?
Well, that's what the guards had told me.
Well, what did you see when you patched him up?
A fox bite. Bite. Yeah, bit. Bite. Yeah, bite.
Yeah.
He actually says it like that. Bit, bite, bit, bite.
You know what? She says it like that. She says bit, bite, bite, bit. Yeah, whatever.
And you're certain that's what you saw?
Good sir, do I need to ask you to leave?
No. It's just we've had reports that it wasn't a fox, so we're unsure.
Well, that's great. It was a fox, I assure you.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to question your judgment. It's just there was a little uncertainty, so I need to make that certain. Okay?
She says, fine, just come here.
Okay.
She lifts it up very slightly. She says, now I can't remove this because it'll ruin the procedure.
No, by no means, yes.
And she says, if you look right here, and she points towards... If you look right here, and she points towards the marks on the neck, she says, you can clearly see by the bite mark here, the serrated edge. This is a fox tooth.
Now, with my medical knowledge and my role I just did, what do I see?
A fox bite.
Fox bite.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a very small fox bite.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for showing me. I will note this.
Are you leaving now, or?
Well, I was hoping to just kind of sit here for like another hour just in case the child wakes up, but that's if you feel I can't.
No,
do
we're
that,
just gonna
I'll-
stand over the child just to watch.
No, not stand over. I'm gonna just stay in like her little waiting room she had. You know?
You can wait outside the door with your companions.
Okay. All right.
Anything else
We'll
I can
be
do
right
for you
out.
before you leave?
I know that's all. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Give me a perception roll, Corey, as you're leaving.
Perception, which is what?
Which is nothing, so roll under your IQ.
Oh my god. All right, which one of
Say
these
we're gonna
tends
do
to roll the
something about that?
lowest here?
Percentile under your IQ.
This is a very unlikely to happen, but
Yeah.
nope.
Okay. That's fine. You leave, and she shuts the door quietly behind you.
He slowly plunges the knife into old Gnome.
Old Gnome doesn't realize it, but there's a knife underneath him or the bed slowly going through his back. And
All right, I'm going
Man,
to
this
whisper.
poultice is really good.
I'm going to whisper quietly to Seran. I'll be like, something is up with her. She's acting very strange, and what she showed me was a fox bite, but a very small fox bite.
A fox bite the size of 2 dogs should have ripped that kid's throat out.
Yes, no, something is very, very fishy, and I think she straight up lied to me at one point. I'm not sure.
We saw the incident. We know she lied
Yes.
to you.
Oh yes, no, but I think she lied about a lot of stuff. But I think one of us needs to sit outside this door and guard it for the rest of the night.
Why, if the threat's in there?
Because as far as I know, there's no other entrance or exit. And we need to make sure that kid stays there because we need to talk to him.
What's to stop her from killing the child?
If she does, we'll know she killed the child, and you can then kill her, and we will have at least one threat removed. If she kills the child, we will know with certainty she is one of them.
Why didn't you speak to the child while you were in there?
He was unconscious. Also, she seemed very adamant about me not speaking to him. which is another suspicious thing.
Maybe we'll be able to get more information out of that kid in the morning.
Yes, but
If they're still alive.
we need to keep somebody here outside this door at all times. And also,
Isn't Gnomey in there?
I did not see him or hear him, and I'm pretty sure I would have heard him if he was in there.
All right. I can stay first watch. I don't mind.
Thank you. All right. So, we need to find Torvald and Lord Lee.
We also need to scout out at least a little bit of that area where the hidden entrance is.
Yes, but it is late, and we do need to sleep.
Yeah. I just wanted to get a look at it, but
But when your shift's over, Seran, come get. Or well, actually, I'll relieve you in what, an hour, 2 hours.
That sounds fine.
Okay,
And we should probably have somebody tail Lord Grant.
I agree.
Find old Gnomey. He'd probably be the best. No, actually, he'd be the worst at it.
No, yes, no, you do not want him quietly tailing anyone.
David, you can hear
I
them
have
talking
no
about you.
faith.
You could hear them talking about you out in the hallway.
We are quietly doing
say.
this. We are quietly doing this.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you don't hear them.
But I'm gonna retire, get a little shut eye, and then I'll come relieve you, Seran.
Get some rest. I'm fine.
Well, first I go looking for Lord Lee and Lord Torvald before I go to my bed. I just want to fill them in on what happened. That's all.
They are downstairs in the.
Lord Lee's not downstairs.
Okay.
He went to his room.
Yeah.
He stomped upstairs and went to his room.
Well, I would check his room. I check on his. I just check their rooms, I guess, upstairs now. So listen, I just tell them everything that I told them and what we agreed on. That's all.
You find
I'm not
them
gonna
wherever they may be in the guild hall at the moment, and
Yeah.
you update them on everything.
And then I go to my room.
Okay. So we're just gonna sit. Jacob, are you retiring too, or?
I'm actually doing something, but I'm doing something they can't know about. So I'll message you, Fitz.
Oh, you Discord message me, sure. I'll look for it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. If it seems like everybody else is going.
Everyone else appears to be. I mean, Torvald, you going to bed too?
Certainly.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll head that way.
Seran,
He's going to
there's
go
gonna
with
be-
Torvald.
Seran's going to be outside the door.
Yeah, and we did establish this is the only way into this room, right?
That you saw, yeah. You didn't actually go
Far as
around
you
and look
know.
around, and
We did look around when we first got there, and we didn't see anything.
there is another room that you did not go into, though.
True.
I'll go check out that room then. I want to make sure that there's not an easy way for somebody to just circumvent me.
Okay. You knock on the door, walk in. What do you do?
Knowing these rooms, does this look like somebody's personal room?
No, well, it is her. She does sleep there, so she did say that.
Oh, so the way it is, there's like two doors, one to the clinic, essentially, one to her private chambers, but then the private chambers leads also into the clinic as well.
Yeah, she has a small waiting room where she greets people, and then she'll bring you to the back where the patients are. Kind of like a doctor's office setup, yeah. And then there's also a room that she goes and gets supplies out of that you guys have not seen, and that she always goes into. Which could be, she may have a makeshift bed in there, because she said she sleeps there.
That's where the children are hung after they've been murdered.
Yes, that's it completely.
Proper term is hanged.
That is correct. David is right. Hanged.
I'm going to sneak into the clinic.
Oh, okay, so you quietly open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Did Rue go back to her bedroom? Or is she still in the area?
Standing there, hovering, waiting.
Yeah.
Watching you.
Him
She's just like
crouch into the room.
she's just like this, and as soon as you open the curtain, she's looking directly at you, Dave.
You enjoying the music?
Well,
It's
I
pretty
would have.
nice.
I would have heard. I assume her like stepping away somewhere, closing a door or something. It's just a curtain.
Yeah, you hear her kind of shuffling around. She's humming to herself and just, chattering on about mixing things and, normal things you would hear someone of her nature do.
Okay, I'm waiting for her to go into her room so I can kind of scope out the place.
I mean, about an hour or so, she's still there. What's the chance of you being tired?
That's a good question.
He's a gnome with infinite energy. He never gets tired.
Do I need to make a roll for it?
You know what? I think you probably should because you are on heavy medication at the moment, so.
That I saved against.
True.
You gotta save like every 5 minutes or so.
Shut up, 80s, Jeff.
What?
Yes,
Nothing.
80s
Oh.
Jeff rule goes into effect. You have to save
Yeah,
every 5 minutes.
Damn it, 80s, Jeff.
No, you don't have to. You do feel the urge to. You're getting a little drowsy because it is late. It's now about midnight. She's still shuffling around. You do hear her for a moment. Don't hear like anything at all. And when you peek around the curtain, you see she's standing still, working on something, not
He's
staring
slowly
at you.
putting a knife to her cheek, just thinking, he's like, Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
sharpening a knife. And you're just kind of like, she's like one of those.
Okay.
And then she finally
also-
goes into the back room. And that's where we take place of Seran slowly opening the door.
All right. So then am I out of the curtain already?
No, you're looking and you see she's gone, but you can hear her in the
Okay.
back room, and then you hear the door slowly opening because you're kind of in that same area, and those doors are not very quiet.
I peek over there.
And you
See Seran.
see Seran kind of crouching and coming in very slowly.
Give a big old wave.
You're not just going to shout, "Oh, hey, Seran!"
No, I know how to be sneaky.
You just
successfully
choose
sneaky.
not to be.
At times, yes.
Another,
I kinda
I
give-
suspect another 7 hours on that, David.
Another 7 hours?
Yeah.
On what?
You said 3.
Self-sabotage.
You said for 3 hours.
Oh, is it 3 hours? Okay, fine. 3.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh.
by this point, is it over?
Not yet, but
Not
it's
yet.
getting
Because it had been an
close.
hour
It'd
when
been
I
2
admitted
hours.
myself.
Admitted yourself your mental
And
institution.
then it's been an hour. Well, it's like it took us about an hour to get the whole explosion thing and then get back in the guild stuff.
Can I
so-
motion for old Gnomey to come over to me, but quietly?
I-
like,
Good luck.
shh, and then
There's
come
only-
over here.
Yeah, you could say, here.
Yeah.
Old Gnome, you got a
Alright,
prowl going on?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
A 1.
Well, you prowl
Wow.
you pretty much Fred Flintstone twinkle toes across the room.
You guys know me so much.
I don't doubt Gnome. I think Gnomey's like the best person here, obviously. So, okay.
Thanks a lot, Vince.
I'm
So
not
you
disputing that.
you creep over to Seran very quietly. Conversation, go ahead.
Hey, yeah.
You don't
I
accept
don't
the
know
whisper.
I don't know what she showed to Nova when he came in here, but I looked at it. That did not look like a fox bite to me.
Well, she's lying, obviously. But since you're already here and a patient, and I'm assuming have permission to stay overnight, keep watch of the child.
Oh yeah, she said I shouldn't be up anywhere.
Right. Either way, if anybody goes near that child, including her, and it looks like she's doing anything untoward towards the child, kill her.
Alrighty.
But if she's simply healing him, let her be. Meaning, if you obviously see a knife or anything of that nature, act. But if it just looks like healing herbs, Don't kill her then.
Well, that's no fun, but okay.
David, you're starting to
I'll be
feel a little
guarding
bit
them.
warm, by the way.
Go on.
Are you all right?
Start fanning myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can-
I should be.
Seran, you actually see him like little beads of sweat on his forehead.
Oh, God, the papers.
Did she give you any medicine?
Yeah, right here. You can see it wherever it is.
Can I roll my medicine check to see if I know what's in the ointment she gave him? Like based off smell?
That'd be a really tough one, but you can try, yeah.
Yeah,
Taste
I have medical.
Yeah, we'll give you a shot. Yeah.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
You wanted to
Time I
roll
want
one.
to.
You want to roll one.
Not bad. 32, and my medical is... It's 39/43.
Yeah, the first one's the diagnosis. So you look at him and you can see he's sweating, and you kind of look at the ointment and you give you kind of go lean a little closer and go like that, and you're like, you think to yourself that she may have applied something that will temporarily paralyze him if he keeps perspiring the way he's doing, and the other part of the ointment is purposely making him perspire.
All right. Well, she successfully... I kind of briefly explained what she just did to him. We need to find a counter treatment for this. I look around.
You both hear whistling and footsteps heading towards the main room.
Get in here with me.
I slide
I go
under the
into
bed.
the curtain area.
Yeah, he's
Go
back
on.
laying on the bed. I'm under the bed.
David, you're not feeling too good at this point.
Okay.
You hear her come shuffling back into the room. She's, let me check on my patients. And she checks on the little boy. You can hear her over there, and she's like, "Oh, okay, he's fine." Let me
Stabby
check.
stab.
Yeah. You're
I'll
a knife.
close my eyes. Just act like I'm sleeping.
She comes over to you and she says, "And how is old? Oh, he fell asleep, the little one. Oh." And she looks at she's
all
just
tuckered out.
Yeah, all tuckered out after all that talking and arguing. And then she's quiet for a moment. And I mean, you know how you could generally look out of your eyes while not looking out of your eyes? Because you can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could see her stand there staring at you, David. And she just goes, all righty. And she closes the curtain and she walks off. And that's all the time we have this week, folks.
Yay.
I'm Vince, not sitting with.
Steven playing Seran Allward.
Jacob playing the good Shep.
Geoff playing Victor Liam Brentwood.
David playing old Gnomey.
Story playing Nova.
Rick playing Torvald.
Good night. You've been listening to the Palladium Megaverse podcast. This podcast is Palladium Fantasy 1E. The Megaverse is copyright and trademarked by PalladiumBooks.com. For more information on their products, please go to their website. If you'd like to help support this website, please go to RollHigherDie.com. Thank you.